Hello, good morning. So, yeah, you may notice the sound going on and off a little bit here. That's actually just from switching around windows. That's not something that'll continue, so I apologize about that. So, since last time, there's been a couple very small changes. Mostly just due to the fact that I tried doing this yesterday and it didn't really seem to want to function properly. It was, a little bit annoying, let's just say. Alright, so I need Sharam Border, which I'm assuming is Sharam District in this case. Basically what I'm doing here, since Rick is very close to getting his next level, and he mostly just needs to drop reputation, I'm going to try and have him fight a whole bunch of neutral battles by himself. Actually... Yeah, okay. So what it is, he needs to go and fight a bunch of weaker units. That's the long and short of it, in order to have his alignment drop. Now, hold on, let me double check this real quick. So, and again, sorry for going quiet every time I do this. The Sharam Border and Sharam District. Okay, let's see, in this one, we got Griffins, Giant, and Octopus. Two of them appear in the mountains. That should be a nice... nice little thing here, so we're just going to go right here and have him run back and forth a bunch. First off, gonna see if he actually has enough attack power to be able to pull this off. Basically, he needs to be able to kill that unit within one turn. Now, again, I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Odds... Actually, no. There's very little chance of him doing that. You know, let's have him go back, give him... I'd say 2 of his ferry units should be enough to do it. We're going to go ahead and add those back in. In case you haven't seen earlier parts of this, actually no, let's give him one of the over-leveled ferries. So if you missed earlier parts of this ferry run, the way that this is going... There we go. Lila, the ferry with the ogre blade. But yeah, I need a... well, I don't necessarily need, but I would very, very, very strongly benefit from a second unit that's able to offensively carry certain flanks. Basically, the way that this has been going so far, it's gonna be a really, 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 really hard time unless I actually manage to get that figured out. And you know, let's actually go for these mountains. This is gonna be a better straightaway. But whenever you're grinding for neutral encounters, and this is honestly something that should never come up in base game because you're really just fine-tuning stuff once this is happening. Okay, so Rick's little squad is going to go move across the map, head his way over there. By the way, I apologize for how many times this was scheduled for yesterday and didn't happen. Comcast did not want to cooperate yesterday. If you haven't had any Comcast horror stories yourself, well... here's the long and short of it. They love to overcharge, they love to underperform. So yeah, this is going to start off with a little bit of this here. Now, he's, like I said, he's only one level away from actually making this happen, so it's not going to be a terribly long process, but I'm sure somebody's had to go through this at some point. Now, unfortunately, we're basically burning 2 grand a day here, so at noon every single day, we're going to run into this problem. If we had a whole bunch of, I think there were moon dews in this one, then we wouldn't really have a problem, but unfortunately we don't. Now what's funny is if you turn it into perpetual night, you just never have to pay anyone. And it's kind of douchey and hilarious at the same time. Yeah, it pauses every time that you go and select where you want them to move. Usually it doesn't end up taking this long to get a neutral encounter, but sometimes it does. There we go. The neutral encounters are a single unit that you have the option to hire. Now in this case... okay. Let's see how much Rick got from that. So Rick got 2 experience because he wasn't the one that got the kill. So hopefully with the next one, it'll end up actually going to him instead of the other ferry. One thing I may want to consider is actually just sending out a weaker ferry. Well, actually, no, not even that. So thing is, in this game, if your leader gets the experience, they end up getting a fair bit extra. But yeah, you can't actually go and repeat neutral encounters. They're a one-time thing. Once they're gone, they're gone. You either hire them or they're dead, and that's it. Now, I've gone and taken a quick peek at the next two maps. If you're unfamiliar, you actually can retreat from maps, and you can also... you can basically, if your headquarters gets taken, you can also run away that way. The main game over state for this run is Steve's unit dying. So I'm not going to go and abuse that at any point. Really, the idea was just I wanted to go take a look at what I'm actually dealing with, since this is a semi-blind run. I mean, at different points I've gone through different portions of this game, but it's fairly random. Okay. He's going to use Gale here. Well, I was hitting the button in order to... Okay, two different things here. First off, has your alignment dropped? No. His alignment hasn't dropped at all. The thing is, he has to go and repeatedly kill a bunch of units that are weaker. So after a few bits of this, his alignment should start dropping like crazy. He's basically going and picking on the wildlife, so people will start seeing him as douchey. They'll start seeing him as kind of evil. So we'll hopefully see that pretty soon here. Now, okay, what else? Now, yeah, so as soon as he hits 10 and as soon as he hits 35 alignment, then he'll be able to become a Lich. At that point, I can use the staff on him in order to turn him into a Sorcerer, which is basically this game's Necromancer. There we go. Now he got the kill. Alright, let's see how different that was. Okay, well actually no, that gave him the same experience, but it did drop his alignment quite significantly. So beating that particular unit dropped it by 5. So fantastic. I guess it drops by the level difference. Because these guys, according to the guide, should be level 4. There we go. Ah, okay, that's annoying. Hang on. Let me just see their status real quick. Did it still drop it? No. They still got experience, though. Unfortunately, he was very close to a level up, and during my testing yesterday, when I was trying to do the stream and actually make some progress, it just resulted in a whole thing where his unit got squashed because I wasn't paying attention, because the stream kept disconnecting, and yeah, then they just ended up running into the HQ, and I figured, screw it, you know, we'll just move on from here. Okay, so the level we can wait for. As long as his alignment drops here. Okay, this is starting to be perfect. So, okay, he's going to keep dropping 5 alignment with every unit that he kills off. So we're going to need to have him do this 3 more times. I believe his charisma should stay at about the same level, if I'm not mistaken. Usually you end up dropping reputation from doing this. You usually end up dropping a whole bunch of things from doing this, but quite frankly, people probably view us, well, as complete and utter monsters, frankly. There was a little point during yesterday's stream where I actually managed to get some stuff going on the reputation meter, and then it immediately dropped after losing that map. So that was annoying. But yeah, I promise, this whole grinding section will be done in just a sec. I just need him to get 3 more kills here, and that'll be enough. I say to that one, I think, automatic view that's on here. There we go. I'm gonna think of it. Did I ever remember to update this thing? No, I did not. There we are. Got to update the stream info. That would probably help. Now, I kind of wonder if the Ogre Battle series or Tactics Ogre in general would have just done better if they went and they found a better way to actually name the different games. I don't mean about the Queen thing. That's pretty awesome. I mean, like, for example, when they switched between Ogre Battle and Tactics Ogre, I honestly don't see many people putting those two together automatically. And I thought that it was just a coincidence in 2 completely different series also. Which, yeah, in many ways they are more or less completely different, but honestly, a lot of the same mechanics end up carrying over. There we are. There's a neutral. Alright, please actually kill this one Rick. There you go. That's a good Rick. See, now the reason that I have to go and grind him down, two things you may notice here, both his charisma and alignment are dropping pretty significantly. Okay, so those go down as soon as he ends up getting a kill on a weaker unit. So if he takes out a squad of that type, it appears that he ends up dropping his both of those respective stats by the level difference. The thing is, whenever going through the story, he will repeatedly keep gaining those, because so far all of the squads are pretty well underleveled. That's why I want to go ahead and set up 2 very strong attacker squads in order to avoid that issue for everyone else. Because all of the other ones then can say, ooh, we got a second undead ring, okay. You know what? We might be able to make 2 liches. Now we just need another staff. Okay, so the reason that I want a lich, by the way... Oh, please don't... Oh, there we go. Okay, what's your condition now? So his alignment is 24, his charisma is 67. I don't want to continue this any further, because if he ends up having any issues, well, then he'll end up getting reset back to 100 EXP. So what I want now is that I'm going to set him up with the strongest fairies in the squad. He's going to go ahead and go in with all of those, and then he's going to try to fight all the way up to level 10. At that point, I'll use a staff on him, I'll use a ring on him, he'll be a lich, and he should be attacking 3 friggin' times per round. With a hit-all ability, no less. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get the hell out of here. Actually, no, you know what? Take a quick peek around the cities here. Because I wanna... Let's see, Granite 2 Sons, Tristan... They're both killed. I know for a fact Tristan isn't dead. Okay, I need... one of these to go and buy items. So if you're unfamiliar with previous parts of this series, there's a method that I like to call the Joker Cannon, in which whenever there's a unit that is extraordinarily underleveled, well, you can just go and essentially use a bunch of Joker cards to get a bunch of Tarot cards, to basically reduce that squad to near no health. Are you having money problems? Well, if you could go ahead and give us some, I won't say no. Alright, so we're gonna get like 10 revives here. There's 20 grand. Alright, and then, yes, we want like maybe 20 jokers. Or 30. Actually, no, we're still gonna need money. Let's say 25 jokers. The thing is, this method is extraordinarily expensive, and in order to actually go train anybody up, well, we gotta spend money actually hanging around this place. I believe if you run out of money entirely, you can only deploy your leader unit, and that is obviously dangerous. Alright, so, we're going back. Go ahead and drop a save there. Just out of paranoia. Alright, now. You're gonna get the main attacking fairy, but you're also gonna get the 2 defensive fairies. I think I'm actually gonna mix the squads this time. Right, you take the lowest level one, and then you also take the a couple of the higher attack fairies. This is primarily due to the fact that when it comes to Steve's squad, most of the attacking power actually comes from Steve himself, or herself, or whatever you want to call Steve, as opposed to Rick, where he actually has to use his helpers here. Alright, so let's go ahead and add everybody that's left to this squad. So we've actually got 5 left over here. So we've got Emperor Sandora, apparently. Do we have any of the strong ones? No. Alright. Any pixies? Yeah, okay, so we need a pixie in the back. And then let's get one more fairy in the front. And then we did actually dismantle a squad last time. What do we want to do here? Let's see, this one's pretty much fine. This one's fine for stuns, this one's fine for holding areas out, and I really don't want to add anything else, so... Yeah, I think Ashes is just going to end up getting another one here. Alright, so there's our final fairy. Then probably redo their formation here. Actually, no. You know what? Maybe 2 in front is fine, because Ashes is clearly their strongest guy. Nah. Okay, no. We want to spread that damage around. So Ash is fine in the center, he's their tank. 2 fairies on the sides, and then the other one's on the sides as well. So we'll go ahead and go for that little U formation. And alright, let's go ahead and give this one a try. So this one, everyone was level 12, and the other map, everyone was level 13. Again, mostly I was scouting around in order to try and see if there was any hope of, well, doing something with that. Basically, that answer was no. Oh, interestingly, they were nice enough to actually let us keep those cities from last time. Okay, that's weird. And do we still have the one down here, then? Yeah, go figure. Okay, so I'm going to send Canopus down to defend that one. I'm going to send Rick up here. And actually... Man, I want to send an aquatic unit up here. So there's a bit of a weird situation. They've got a lot of aquatic units that came from the deep water up here. And taking and keeping this particular city was a major pain in the neck. Although, with a really powerful hit all ability, you know, maybe it can be done. Okay, so when deploy this unit, so yeah, let's get you over here. Actually, yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. Let's get you to defend this city. Now we're actually gonna sit around a little bit and collect a little bit of money. Alright, Leisha is actually gonna stand over kind of around here and defend the HQ. You're gonna go about here-ish. So you're gonna basically stand there to intercept anybody that comes close. We're gonna send Ash's squad out for attacking. Let's go ahead and send you up here, and then once this is liberated, we'll probably send Rick's unit up. If there's no way to keep that island town, I probably will just abandon it. You are probably better suited just exploring. You're actually no. First off, let's actually see how the rest of this fight goes, because even Steve's unit was getting beaten here, because they've got a lot of aquatic units, and unfortunately, I really have no way to deal with aquatic units. I believe I can have a ferry, or not a ferry, but a mermaid lead a squad, but I haven't gotten any of those yet. So if I run into a neutral mermaid, which apparently last time they were mentioning that there was going to be a war between people and mermaids, so I guess this is Ovis or whatever. I'd like to think that this was the island where KOL took place, but nah, it's not. That'd be cool if it was, though. It's kind of out of the way, it's off the map a little bit. I don't even know why anybody would go out of their way to invade these little islands during all the rest of this. Yeah, Steve is gonna move in to take it, to protect that city. In fact, let's go ahead and continue moving Rick's squad up here. You guys can take this temple. The temples are fairly neutral. Most of the time it doesn't seem like their alignment or anything will... Honestly, reputation, alignment, all that sort of thing isn't even something to worry about right now because, you know, our reputation is 0. As Vale was putting it last time, the fact that it can't go negative is so far the only saving grace. Okay. So Steve's met with the enemy, however, time to deploy the Joker Cannon. This is what I bought these for. Okay, so we pull the Fool card, and that's gonna go ahead and scare off everyone but the leader. That'll be perfect for Rick. So whenever he fights somebody, I'm gonna go put out a Fool card. They're gonna take out the leader. That squad's gonna run away. It's gonna count as a win against that squad, give him a crap ton of experience. Hopefully try to kill it off with an attack card, if possible, because apparently that dumps all of it onto the leader, which is pretty friggin' awesome. Okay, pull a Tower card, also sweet. That's an Earthquake. Another Fortune card, that's to make them retreat entirely. Temperance, that one I believe is a heal all status effects. Hangman, which I think is defense down. Okay. Do this mess. So Steve's unit shouldn't even need help, to be totally frank, but let's see what happens. Yeah, just looking at this, they should be fine. Just in case, though. Do we want them to run away? And this won't affect them. Probably finish them off with a Hermit. Or at least get close to that. Yeah, then the fairies can get the rest of the kills. Perfect. Mostly I just didn't want to chance it there, because if Steve retreats, then we have a little bit of a problem. Alright, so here we can probably deploy the Fool card. Yeah, I don't really want him fighting dragons, so we'll go ahead and deploy the Fool. Unless we wanted to... Yeah, no, let's put the Fool card out here. Or no, that's... Yeah, no, that is the one that scares everybody with the leader. Okay, so he goes for Nightmare this time. Perfect. Now, let's zoom in here real quick and see how Rick did. What did he get out of that? Yeah, so he got like 20 experience without raising his alignment. So yeah, this should be a pretty solid method. Again, so many nice abusable things in this one. Hell, it's not even really abusable so much as just awesome. A Sun card, that will be something I want almost nobody to use. Tower card, another Earthquake. I get another Fool card. Empress, that's a full heal, I think. And then another Hermit. Okay, whatever. That's all I really want to pull for now. Burning Brand, Fire +6, Ice -4. Helmet I want to give to someone. I don't even know when I got this. But let's go ahead and give that to Ash, I guess. It's a thing, you want it, right? Okay. I think I might have gotten it yesterday. Okay, Rick's unit is met with the enemy. Perfect. Once he becomes a Lich, this should be hilarious. Okay, so I want them to once again get a elimination here. Not necessarily of the leader, but, you know, we'll see how this goes. So, let's see. Tower. I'm just going to spam a bunch of cards to reduce these guys' health as much as possible. Right. Let's go ahead and do a Hermit here, and then we'll do another tower afterwards. With any luck, they'll be able to... Both of these cards will be able to kill off the leader before he can actually do anything. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. And then throw out the tower just to absolutely guarantee this. Actually, no, you're good. Yes, he's even the one that gets the kill. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so what's your situation now? His charisma went up, his alignment still sucks, but he's only about 2 fights away from winning this. Right, keep moving there. Looks like we got... Yeah, we got a Wingman and a Mermaid going down. Let's see if... No, I don't think Steve can intercept. Thing is, I need Steve to deal with those mermaids. Okay, I think Canopus can intercept. He won't be able to do much. Canopus' squad is pretty weak, but I don't know if these other two can hold off against mermaids. The thing is, on this map in particular, the mermaids are really strong because all of the stuff that they need to take is close enough to the coast for them to get an aquatic bonus, which functionally just means that they will absolutely wreck it. Now, go ahead and once again reload the Joker Cannon. Okay, Strength, that's an attack up. Chariot, that's an attack all. And then Judgment, which I think just nukes them. Temperance. Alright, so I don't think we have to worry about any status effects here, but there we go. They're good to go. Hey, let's see. Got Giants and that guy. Let's do Strength. Yeah, Strength. Chariot. And then that should be good, I think. No, we still need one more. Yeah, let's drop a tower in there to guarantee this. I know, this pausing must get annoying. How much did you get out of that, Rick? Yes! So very close now. So very close. Alright, Rick, your last fight as a middly little peon. Come on. You can survive this. You can beat this. Mostly because we can straight up cheat. Fortune will make him run away. Empress won't help. Hangman, I think, is defense down? Yes. Perfect. There you go, murder fairies. Yeah, these fairies are crazy overpowered. Like, they are, I think, 17, while these guys they're fighting are 12. Okay, so the fairies will be able to finish this off. Yep, and there we go. Okay, items. Use item. Staff. Use staff on Rick, then use undead on Rick. Yes. What? Excuse me? I want Lich, please. Why? Oh, I know why. I know why. I know why. I know why. Okay. Okay, I know why. It's because he's, he needs to be promoted normally first. Okay. So, edit. Upgrade. Become a god. Now he becomes a mage. Which improves his attack a little bit. He basically gets the same kind of stuff that, the leader gets. Now that he's a mage, now we can use a staff to turn him into a sorcerer, aka the necromancer. And then once we have that, we can go ahead and turn him into a lich. There we go. Turn him into a sorcerer. Perfect. Now we take this and turn him into a frickin' lich. Yes. Okay. Alright. Rick's unit should never have problems again. Now, let's go ahead and go and break out those revives. Go ahead and use that on Rick's dead fairy, because I don't... actually, they're at a temple. We might as well just pay for it at the temple. We have a couple bucks. And still make that happen. Yay, we liberated a temple. They don't really care. But they might give us stuff, so that's nice. Pull a card. Okay. Pull a strength card. That'll be just fine. Want to give us any lore here? Ugly war between the humans and the merpeople is brewing. Please try to stop it. Well, there was an entire sequel based around that. So. Oh, 1980. That's fine. So I can put all these overpowered fairies back into Steve's squad just after this. But okay. I want to test my Lich. They're going to go on a friggin' rampage all the way up to their headquarters. What else? Okay. This is still happening. No one seems to be taking that city. And again, I guess there's really no reason risking it, so I might as well send Steve down to reinforce. Actually, Alicia, you need to move over here. They're taking the entire coastline to try and take this thing from behind. Phrasing, but you know what I mean. Oh, crap. No, I did not mean to put her back into base. That's a waste of money. Alright, fair enough. Let's put you right here. So, just in case, I'm going to have this witch squad run down. So, the witch squad can really only delay, whereas Alicia's squad can actually properly win fights. We'll see how that goes. Actually, in this case, I should probably put out something like this. So the Sun card basically takes everyone's alignment into consideration and blows them up in accordance with that. So those... Oh my god! I forgot that those... Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Okay. So I forgot the fairies that, that were kind of doing all the fighting kind of have a reputation of 0. So they instantly die from that card. Whoops. Aw, why is it a bad tower card this time? Aw. Well, whatever. Nobody views this very well anyway. Let's see. The Castilian Sea isn't even ruled by people. What do you who do you think runs it? Mermaids? Why should we have to live under the rule of a bunch of fish? This is boobies, man. You rule under the power, or you serve under the power of boobies. That's how this works. They got the boobs, they got the power. Alright, okay, I was trying to pause it for an inordinately long time there. These guys, however, they are gonna need revive. Nope. They are gonna need revives. Get those revives going. I hope I get another staff. I know it's probably gonna take a while and be a pretty big expense, but if we can get 2 liches, that'd be insane. I'd gladly replace the witch squad with a lich squad. Sorry, Sarah, but you are very irreplaceable for being the by far worst performing unit in here. So, yeah, literally all she can do is just stun units, but mostly I'm keeping her around because that's okay, because every now and then she'll go and she'll end up getting a stun all, still win a fight, and slowly get better, and I kind of want to see what the witch ends up turning into. So here's a good example of that. So those on the water should be... Actually, no, they're not getting their water bonus, so they're fighting on land this time. Let's go ahead and use that tower card. Tower, Judgment. Just because cards are the only way they're going to win this. Perfect. Alright. If there's a chance to wipe out a mermaid unit, I absolutely will. Now let's see what this lich was that we were going through all this effort for. Okay. Rick the Lich. So yeah, it was pointed out to me last time that, yeah, he needs a higher charisma score to go recruit the zombies, so what exactly is he doing with those zombies? I actually found it really funny because there was a nod to this. Yeah, there we go. He gets Phantom. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. That's gonna be good. But there was a nod to this, I think. I hope it was a nod in Let Us Cling Together. Specifically in the remake. Because for some reason, both versions of the Lich have... Or not the Lich, but the Necromancer have like a sort of pseudo... You know, sexualization going on. Okay, he should get one more Phantom and finish this off, right? If I understood this right? Okay, don't know. Please stop eating them. Yeah, there we go. So he gets 3 friggin' Phantoms per round. Oh, I didn't get to finish him off. But still. So that squad should be amazing. Ideally, I don't want to waste my healing items. Okay, yeah, Canopus, you do not want to fight these guys in the water. So why don't you make them run away? There we go. Yeah, go you cowards. Check out this card. Oh, no, not the card. They're winning the lottery or something. I don't know. Oh wait, I meant to actually save before the, not save, but meant to use a heal before this. I don't know why I'm saying save. Anyway, it's fine. That'll just finish it off. I don't know why they decided to run back into Rick's unit, but yeah. Okay, so Steve's gonna go murder those bird guys. What I need Steve to do, one of the earlier towns had mentioned that there was just a bunch of hidden towns all over the place. So what I need Rick to do is actually just find one of those towns. Because ideally, unless there's an incoming squad, I don't actually want to have him go and... Well, I don't want to go wasting healing items on him. So, if it's possible, I want to try and avoid that situation. Alright, Temperance. Go ahead and do that. Wait, that's not going to be the one that I want. Strength, there we go. That's the one I want. Hopefully with this, it'll be enough for them to actually technically win the fight, and then proceed to finish them off next round. Okay, fair enough. Alright, I want you to finish this squad, please. Right, so they're gonna engage. The guys down at the bottom are about to fight a mermaid. And hopefully I can find Rick a nice little city to nestle into, so that he can go ahead and proceed to murderize everything that comes his way. So it seems like as long as you're in a city, you just heal over time. Otherwise, you're kind of dealing with attrition, which is what he's running into right now because his front line is about to fall apart. Okay. So we can go ahead and have Steve's unit probably go back to camping on this city right here. I don't know why they're not trying to take it from us and why they're beelining straight for the HQ. But they do as they do, I suppose. Alright, Mr. Ash, is there anything you can buy? There sure is. What's the bell do? Sends one unit back to the rebel base. Okay, I'm actually going to buy a couple of those. Maybe 3? Because there have been a couple times now where I've really wanted to save a unit and didn't have any means to do so. Then probably some healing leaves, maybe 20 of them. And that's going to be most of our money. However, we're running a pretty fair number of cities here, so it should be fine. Ash is going to continue there. Rick is going to continue his warpath. Actually, just one moment here.